Loss coach, a nutritionist, um, researcher, scientist, a guy who 100% cares, and that's why I'm sharing information. Now, I've been getting a emails, ton of emails, asking about, gut health, and not just about gut health, but gut health as it relates to type 2 diabetes, gut health as it relates to acne, gut health as it relates to inflammation, gut health as it pertains to bloating and constipation. It's real, people. It's real. I mean, the day is coming very, very, very soon where you will go to your doctor when they do that annual checkup. You know how you step on the scale, they check your height, they look at your blood pressure. Well, they're going to be checking your microbiome. And the reason they're going to check your microbiome is because Hippocrates was accurate. All disease begins in the gut. And what's fascinating to me is this was over 2,000 years ago. And the Greek physician, whom is acknowledged for the Hippocratic oath that all doctors raise their hand to, said it. All disease begins in the gut. And if you fast forward to today, we now know this. And the science is becoming very, very clear. In the last 10 years, so much has been discovered and continues to be discovered as it pertains to gut health. Now, we put together this course to make it easy for people to become knowledgeable of the gut microbiome. And why do you want to be knowledgeable? You want to be knowledgeable so you don't fall prey to information that's not real. Because more and more you're going to see people talking about the gut microbiome. And if you don't understand it, then you're gullible, right? And so that's the main reason why we have the course. And we wanted to make sure that it was something that was affordable, something that was easy for people to become knowledgeable of so that you're informed. And when that happens, you're less likely to fall prey to those who are misinformed or those who are just simply marketing something to take advantage of your lack of knowledge and understanding. Now, if you're catching this for the first time, you got questions, you can go down and you can email or you can post your questions in the comment area. But do me a favor, like, share if you're on YouTube, like us, hit the bell so that you get updates when we upload any new videos or when we go live, right? And if you have questions along the way, I am here to answer your questions. Now, I'm going to keep this short. I just want to kind of give you an overall idea of what we mean by going from a place of not the healthiest microbiome to one that is healthy. So the way I like to look at it is that everyone's microbiome is like a desert. So let's say we have this thing called dysbiosis. So you have an imbalance of your gut microbiome. And the goal is to go from a desert to the Amazon forest. So the desert is when you have more unhealthy bacteria, right? Let's say you went and got antibiotics. Well, taking antibiotics could wipe out a third of your bacteria. And you want to replenish that. And when you have a desert and you have an imbalance with your gut bacteria, that's when you have all of these symptoms of frustration, bloating, inflammation, pylori, like a lot of things that could be taking place that could be throwing you off track. And the goal is to go from a desert to an Amazon. Now, how do we do that? Well, let's just say you wanted to, let's say, have an apple orchard, right? And you got your seeds. You go out to whatever grounds you're going to plant these apple seeds with the goal of having an orchard. That's not overnight. That's going to take a little bit of gardening, if you will. We have to get the soil set up. We have to nurture it. We got to get it working really well for us. That is replenishing or establishing restoration of your gut microbiome. And as it gets healthier by the way you eat primarily, then eventually we can have that apple orchard. But we must nurture, we must do the work in order to reap the benefits. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity is there, and you want to be informed. I could go on and on and on. And when you think about it, let's say 1 out of 20 adults are getting an adequate amount of dietary fiber. And with all of these crazy diets that people find themselves experiencing, it's creating a ton of disruption. And it's like going from the rainforest, right? Because we yo-yo diet, we try different diets, we cut out foods, we avoid foods. Next thing you know, we're in the desert. Now, on the outside, it may look great, but on the inside, we have a desert. We want a rainforest. And so go to thegutdiet.com and you can learn more. We'll be sharing a whole bunch of information in the coming weeks and months, but you want to know how to read a label. You know, we put something out there which we're going to cover in the next couple of days. And if you follow us, this will be available on our YouTube as well as inside of our Facebook group. But, you know, Barbara Chris put up 2 labels for tortillas, and it was like divide and conquer. Many people assumed a certain tortilla was ideal, but is so far from being ideal. And as we unveil information, which people would learn from the course, they would be able to do this for the rest of their lives, and then they could help people in their family so that they have a healthier gut. You know, and a lot of these young girls in their 20s and their 30s, they're eating and doing certain things today that when they're in their 40s and their 50s, they're going to have worse problems than their parents and grandparents had, because they don't know the harm that they're doing based on their lifestyle. And many of them look really good on the outside. Trust me, there's a lot of beautiful, very fit, lean looking Instagram models that I've worked with over the years. Many fitness celebrities, they grace the covers of Hers and Oxygen. They've been my clients, and they have major gut problems. And we have to do the work. There are so many that I've worked with, some very, very, very famous. And many of them are catching this live or they're catching a replay. They know. And unfortunately, they don't share it because they're selling a perception of health, but they don't have health from within. It's really sad. But finally, there's a course. And this course is available to help people who want to be helped. If somebody doesn't want to be helped, hey, there's nothing you can do for those people. But for those who want to be helped, then hey, in a short period of time, they don't have to be a client. They don't have to enroll into a program. They don't have to buy this or buy that. They can just get the knowledge. And once you have the knowledge and you are informed, then everything becomes easy. So we've done the work and the work is ready. So I just want to encourage you to check out what we're doing. And if it's not with what we're doing, raise your awareness. Go and Google the microbiome. Start to become knowledgeable and familiar with it. It'll be a little confusing, and that's why we have a course. And you'll see the value of what this course is once you go out and see how confusing it is out there, because it's not very clear on what it is and how it works. And then from a standpoint of being a nutritionist and someone who helps people with a focus on improving their gut microbiome, we already have it down, and we have a methodology that's proven. It's just a matter of meeting someone where they are, showing them how to make it work, giving them the plan, and then boom, they're off and running. Okay, so thank you for your time. Again, this is Robert Ferguson. If you have questions, just post in the comments. You can email us directly, but you can learn more at thegutdiet.com. We have a course that launches, and people, once it launches, people can take the course at any time, whenever they want. I would tell your family members about it, because so many people are suffering from conditions, from challenges. I mean, it's amazing. Like I'll give you three quick nuggets. Okay. One, I have a client who has been on antidepressants for many years. And the client came to me first because the client wanted to lose weight. And when I started working with the client, I told them that we're going to always keep in mind their health, and we're going to focus a lot on the microbiome. And at that point, they're like, well, what is a microbiome? And so I explained the basics of the microbiome, and we get them going. Well, guess what? We addressed this person had insulin resistance, but we also got their microbiome healthier. And then they discovered that over 90% of serotonin, the feel good, right? The naturally released antidepressant is produced inside of the microbiome. This person is now off of Zoloft. They are no longer taking antidepressants because we got their gut healthier. Look it up. You'll see it. This is the real deal. National Institute of Health acknowledges this. World Health Organization acknowledges this. Many leading organizations are aware of this. So that person came in with wanting to lose weight, and they end up getting off antidepressants because they got their gut healthier. Second thing, we live in a world right now where people are truly wanting to understand how to strengthen their immune system. Well, 70% of your immune system lives inside of the microbiome. So anyone who talks about the microbiome must talk about the immune system. And anyone who talks about the immune system must talk about the microbiome. You can't, I mean, they're one and the same. And when you get that healthier, then your immune system is healthier. And I truly believe that throughout the pandemic and the challenges that people have been going through with their health and the challenges with being infected with the virus, I believe deep down in my gut, excuse the pun, that I have saved some lives. I have saved some lives because we strengthened their immune system from within. And that could not have been done if I hadn't been working with them. So I'm very thankful to have played a part in helping some people optimize their overall health now and as we move forward. And then I would say the third thing that I would share with you as a take-home nugget is that Hippocrates was right when he said, all disease begins in the gut. And he was also correct when he said, let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. And unfortunately, in the words of Einstein once said that his biggest concern is the day that technology surpasses humanity. And as it pertains to food manufacturing and distribution, technology has soared. And if you're not knowledgeable, if you don't know how to read a label, if you don't know what ingredients to look for when you buy products, then you're behind. And technology has left you behind. And my favorite book says that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And as it pertains to the world we live in today, if you are not informed, you have a lack of knowledge. And there are many people who are experiencing hardships that could be avoided just by being informed of what they will learn as they become knowledgeable of the microbiome. I mean, it is what it is, you guys. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. And it's not one of those things that you just talk about. This is something that you must be about, in the words of Pastor Lonnie. This is no game. It's time to get healthy from within and not just look the part, but be the part. So as always, thank you. Please share this. Please like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube page. I appreciate you. And stay in touch with us because we're going to be sharing some really cool stuff about labels and just giving away a ton of information that can help you not just tomorrow, but will help you today. You know what I mean? So as America's fat loss coach, the health ambassador for Stay Healthy, nutritionist, author, publisher of 2 evidence-based, clinically proven studies on weight loss and improvement of overall health. I want to say thank you for giving me the time to be able to share information with you that I hope is helpful. So until the next one,